as part of the routine visit of members of the Electronic Media Content Owners Association of Nigeria (EMCOAN) to relevant offices. The president, Mrs. Jibe Ologe, led other content owners to pay a courtesy visit to the Director General of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria (Arcon), with veterans in attendance. In her opening remarks, the MCON president articulated the reason for the courtesy visit, majorly to appreciate the DG for the endorsement and recognizing MCON as one of the sectorial body, while also highlighting some challenges.
Recently concluded conference of Arcon in Abuja, we met with other sectorial heads and were able to network with them, and we had the opportunity of sharing all our challenges with the likes of NIPAN, AAAN, OAN, their presidents, and myself. We met together and were able, to connect and network and discuss challenges facing us as content producers.
In his response, the Arcon DG, Dr. Lekan Fadolakpo, itemized some of his scorecards since assumption of office on the intervention to benefit the content owners in a bid to sanitize the space. These include ISOP, debt recovery from agency, audience measurement and localization of back check system.
The policy of the government is to improve the economy. Now, we cannot improve Nigeria economy without inclusive growth, development of local talent. Everybody knows that there is globalization. Within the context of globalization, there is localization. Localization simply means you need to develop your local market within the global space. Because if you don't, the big ones will overrun you. That will be at the detriment of your own local market. Now, we have an instruction, a directive from the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation. Not just our agency, all the agencies under the Ministry of Information and Orientation Agency, for us to look inward, come up with policies that we grow, develop our sector. As we all know, a family makes a community makes a village makes a local government, and before you take it up. So if individually we can look inward and say, in my own industry, I'm able to improve this, and you can look at the multiplier effect of this on the economy. So, based on the directive of the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, we came up with so many policies aimed at growing the Nigeria advertising industry.
Now, what did you say? Come and produce in Nigeria. If you produce your material in Nigeria, that's in Nigeria, the money can circulate in the Nigerian economy. The federal government has plan. Let us increase employment rate in Nigeria. Now, if you continue to do this, how are we going to grow? We have local content. We have the content producers. How do you intend to see them grow if you continue to maximize the issue? We came and said, okay, because of this, globally the threshold is a standard. HASG has not, as a body, been able to put everybody together and agree a payment threshold. We are a regulator. We come up after setting up a committee with 45 days, and they said no. The good news is that we, Arcon and NBC, had a meeting with EFCC. The conclusion is that anybody that is doing policy above 45 days will be declared as economic saboteur of the advertising industry. So, if you have anybody, either a media independence advertising agency or advertiser, that has sent an invoice to you that is stipulating more than 45 days, share it. We will escalate it.
Other veterans in attendance also lent a voice to the purpose of the visit, which was rounded off with photo shoots and interactive section with the media houses in attendance.
We control 70% of the content that you see on television and you listen to on radio.
What has happened today is what I would call a landmark achievement. Before now, content producers were not really reckoned with, particularly when it comes to the industry, the advertising space, the broadcast space. They just treat content producers as if they are just one of those artisans. But what has happened today, having the caliber of the Director General of Arcon to endorse and take MQuan as one of the sectoral bodies, I think is worthy of celebration.
Being a sector of Arcon, the regulator of advertising in Nigeria, means that as an MQuan member, your advertising on your content is protected, so to speak. As the DG said, the federal government of Nigeria is encouraging creativity and is encouraging the independent producer to produce more content. So make sure you have value for your production. Make sure you're paid. They will make sure your money is paid on time as well. So when your money is paid on time, it is easier for you to go back and produce more content. So when you watch television, you see new content. I want to actually appreciate the DG for coming up with ASOP. If you know what ASOP is, you know that the independent producer, is on his way to success and to reap where they have sown.
And like the president has said, it's a recognition of all the value chain of content production, which the DG has also alluded to. So we thank all of you for coming, and we want to also celebrate ourselves, our content producers, that it's a new dawn, and I think we should embrace it.